box with a Victoria doesn't like what I told him. How are you? Congratulations. Today's show is all about happy, 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 happy things. Welcome to Have Tea with the Talkative. My name is Tilia Kenipa. I am the Talkative. This show is in three parts and it caters for everybody that has love for entertainment and tourism. So let's start with Entacom. The biggest news in Africa right now, Guinness World Record has finally recognized Hilda Baci's cookathon as part of breaking the records for the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking time as an individual. Now, or if you don't remember, Hilda Baci, a Nigerian lady, started or did a marathon, a cookathon, where she wanted to break a Guinness World Record and she cooked for 5 days. So just in case you don't know the update, Guinness World Record has finally come to put out a word saying that she has broken the record and she's the new title holder. Congratulations. Okay, so I think one interesting thing I read on the Guinness World Record website was that according to them, the day or the time she was doing her cookathon, their website was so choked with people looking for information about Hilda Baci and what she was doing on the Guinness World Record website so much that their website crashed. Can you believe it? Nigeria, eh? And then the way Africans were excited about this thing, they could see that it made an international impact. It wasn't just something that was being done by somebody to break the record. It was everybody was involved. Africans were involved, celebrities were involved, politicians were involved. It was like it was a national agenda or it was an individual agenda that had turned into a national agenda, and this was a cool deal and I love the congratulations to Hilda Baci and her team. Now let's move on to another interesting thing that's happening with Sarkodie. So Sarkodie is actually going on tour, just in case you're not aware, the Jam Store, and guess who Sarkodie has introduced as one of his guests? Kojo Enchi. Yes, the legendary Kojo Enchi. Kojo Enchi will be with Sarkodie in New York on the 15th of June to perform. Now, this thing I think is quite important to someone like me because I have been thinking about the fact that there seems to be a gap between the older generation and the younger generation of musicians. But then to see that Sarkodie, I think Sarkodie is one of the artists that makes an effort to add or to fuse with the older generation of musicians, or collaborate with the older generation of musicians, or sometimes he actually goes to the younger generation of musicians now, tries to bridge that gap or tries to hold each other's hand from top or to down and then move together. And to see that Kojoinchi will be joining Sarkodie on this big thing is very exciting. It means that the artists are making a conscious effort to form one unified front, and I am glad that Kojenchi will be there. I know New Yorkers are going to have fun because Kojenchi a vibe. It's a vibe. So congratulations to Sarkodie for this big move. It's dope, and congratulations to all the people, the fans, and then success team that made this possible. I think this is a cool deal, and we are hoping to see more in the coming tours of Sarkodie. Now, let's move on to some tips I have for people who actually want to go for interviews. Now, if you're an artist and then you want to go for an interview, these are three things I think you should know. I am a TV presenter, so I know things that you don't know. Let me just tell you, let me give it to you. Get your story straight. It is quite interesting when an artist story on their a website or about them, it doesn't add up. Like we ask you something about you, you say something in the moment of the conversation, you are saying another thing. Get your story straight. Also, if you are going for an interview because there's a certain controversy around you or there's a certain story around you, make sure you get the story straight, because some presenters are very smart. If you go and your story doesn't check or you are lying, they can blow your cover. Whoop. If you don't agree, go and ask Queen Hazel. They will tell you. So get your story straight. If you are going to lie, stick to one lying story. If you are going to tell the truth, know the fact, and stick to it. Now, the next tip you should know is that look good and smell good. This thing is very important. How you look when you show yourself or when you show up for an interview is how people treat you there. The media, they treat you. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be so, but it is general. However you look is how people address you. So if you are going for an interview and you look good and you smell good, people actually automatically accord you a certain level of respect even before they get to know you are an artist. So why don't you show up for interviews looking good, dress well, like let your outfit make sense and then smell good. It is very offensive that somebody is hosting you and then you don't smell good, or when you talk they can, it's like they have to cry with you, like don't do that. Don't do that. Also, if you smell good, the people are willing to do a lot of things with you, like take more pictures with you, do other small things just to keep you excited about the interview you've gone for. But if you don't smell good, they want you out of there real quick because oh my, it's in the crowd as a smell no. So you have to smell good and look good. And finally, you need to have an EPK, electronic press kit. Now it is important because if you have an electronic press kit, that it summarizes who you are as an artist, your journey as an artist, and then everything literally summarized about you. So when a presenter has your EPK, they know about you, especially if you're a new artist. They know about you because, and then they are willing to, or they'll be able to have conversations that is tailor made to you or who you are as an artist. So you need an EPK. And just in case you are listening or you're watching and you don't have an EPK, you can hit me up and I will get one for you, but you will pay because that is my job. Now let's move on to some travel tips I have for you if you want to go to any part of Africa. Welcome back. You're still having tea with the talkative, and today I need to give you tips. So I decided that these are two travel tips you need to know when traveling to any part of Africa. Now, at number one, the tip you need to know is research the weather and climate of your destination before you travel. This will help you pack appropriately and prepare for any weather related challenges. It is true. People travel somewhere, then they go and then it's a cold season and then just a pneumonia. But also, don't do that to yourself. And number two, always carry a photocopy of your passport and other important documents with you. And keep the originals in a secure location like a hotel safe. This will help you replace them quickly if they get lost or stolen. This is very important. Very, very important. This one is self-explanatory. I'm not going to explain. So do these two things and it will actually give you a very enjoyable trip anywhere in Africa. Now, you're welcome back. So Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage normally comes, she appears on this segment because on all posty she dresses. So it's not hard to find content from her side. Tiwa Savage looks dashy, she looks colorful. God, in this look. And the word when I saw her, the word that came to my mind is this: cotton candy. Tiwa Savage outfit, she looks like a cotton candy, very colorful cotton candy with that soft thing fair on her head, and then the fair vest she's wearing, and all. She looks like a cotton candy. She looks like something that is eatable, something I could just put in my mouth and eat, or give to my niece, and she'll be happy to eat. And then the next person here is Yemi Alade. Yemi Alade is also becoming a repetitive name in my on my show because she also dresses. Yemi Alade, this picture gives me this particular vibe. In fact, when I saw her, the first word that came to my mind is peacock. This one is a black peacock. The way the feathers are raised at the back, as a peacock, or bar with beard at her by she looks like a cool peacock, like a sexy peacock. So now the final one is Victorni. Victorni is he was the one that did the Soweto song. And when I look at Victorni, the word that comes into my mind is this: Victoria's outfit looks like color pencil. This idea, I'm not even chirping. He looks like a color pencil, like he looks like a Crayola box with a. Victoria doesn't like what I told him. It looks like a Crayola pencil with the colors on it. So what were the words that came into your mind? Comment in the comment section below. I want to know. And please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And share our content. And if there's anything you have to do, please do it now.